Greetings, geeks and geekeros. It is me, I am back. And so is Black Lightning. Oh boy, this episode. But before we get into that, two things. One, sorry this is going up a little late. I don't know if you know this, but this Sunday Doctor Who came back, and that was an 18-minute video. Actually, in all honesty, it was a 30-minute video that I cut down to 18 because I just kept going off on tangents and so much stuff happened that I kept having to consult my notes, and that drained my battery, and I completely forgot to charge it back up. My bad. But yeah, so sorry about that. And then two, I will be going to spoilers, so if you hadn't seen it, go watch it, come back, tell me what you think. Comments down below. Alright, so first up, just real quick, side note. They start off with this interesting kind of reminiscent of like spy movie and maybe somewhat blaxploitation, which is why they decided to do it. Little card thing for the episode name, the really long one, which I cannot remember. But then we actually start the episode proper. We see a news report about this kid who was killed by the police, by cops. And the kid had green light in him. Was possibly a green light meta. So we then cut to the Reverend. You know, the popular Reverend from season 1, which I cannot remember his name. And he goes on this thing, giving this speech about anti-green light, but also anti-cops. Then we see Jeff talking with the school board, and the school board is pissed, especially about the finale. And so they're going off on him, saying that they want to close the school, get the kids psych treatment, and then maybe bring the school back, maybe. But Jeff, his job is dangling by a thread. Then we see Lynn. She's being interrogated by the ASA. The real one, the non-rogue section that we dealt with last season. And the dude there is interrogating her about how she came into the pods. And if all that wasn't enough, we then go to Anissa and Jennifer. And Jennifer wakes up and Anissa is freaked out. She shows Jennifer a video. Apparently in her sleep, she was glowing and floating. We then we cut to a car park, where we see the vice principal chick from last season, who was secretly a spy for the rogue section of ASA, and Cyanide, Tobias Whale's right-hand woman. And they get into this massive fight where they're shooting each other until they run out of bullets, and then they're fighting blow for blow. It's this big fight until finally, using sharpened ends of her heels, Vice Principal Chick kills Cyanide. Then we get to see Lynn and Jeff talking. They're talking about Jennifer's new power development, and that Lynn feels like it's also psychically linked, like mentally linked, so she thinks that Jennifer should talk to a psychiatrist. We then cut back to the church where the Reverend's talking again, and apparently the ASA is not allowing the family members to see their families that are in the pods, the children that are in the pods, and they're denying them access, and the only way that they can get access is to pay this large sum of money to sue them for custody. And of course, Jennifer doesn't like this and wants to act up and wants to step up as Black Lightning and Thunder. But Jeff's like, no, we should let the police handle this. Our focus should be Tobias. She doesn't like that, but we'll get back to that. Because then we cut over to Lynn and Jennifer, and they're fighting. Jennifer wants to just ignore it. And Lynn's like, no, you need to address it. And then hopped up on like emotions and maybe a little bit of adrenaline, Jennifer accidentally and shocks her mom, like leaves a burn on her shoulder. Jesus. And then when she goes to console her mom clenches back in fear, and you're like, God, poor Jennifer. But then she goes to her spot on the roof, starts crying, you're feeling really bad for her, and then mom comes back to console her. Then Lynn and Jeff are talking later, and Lynn reveals that she talked to Gamby to try to get her back working with the pods, to Jeff's dismay. And now we see what I alluded to earlier, Jennifer's response. She's like, okay, so Black Lightning and Thunder shouldn't act. Well, I'm gonna go all like Green Arrow when he doesn't want Green Arrow to act, but he feels like he needs to act. So she puts on this old black sweats outfit with this mask that covers her mouth and nose. And then proceeds to beat up this drug den, going all rogue but badass at the same time, stealing all their money, which that's not going to backfire later. But then if things weren't intense enough, Henderson, Black Lightning's cop friend, calls him up and basically says, I know you're Jefferson Peirce. Take off the damn mask. And so he does. And he's like, Thunder. Is that Lynn? No. Anissa? And he's like, answer me, damn it. You're like, yeah. So they're not on the best of terms right now. Hopefully they can mend that. And then Lynn and Jeff are talking about that and everything. And they're having a cute moment and all. But also amongst it, they talk about Jeff seeing a therapist. Which is interesting because we know that either Jeff or Jennifer is going to be seeing a therapist. Because a therapist has been confirmed for the season. A psychic therapist. And then, after the vice principal chick visits Gamby and says that she's gonna get him the briefcase and Tobias's briefcase, and if she does, can he get her out of the ASA like him? Then we see Jennifer hanging out with her friend, and basically her friend acting like a dick without knowing it. Well, still kind of a dick. She basically says that all the powered people are freaks. Which, hello, power person right there in front of you, but you don't know that. We then see this thing with Anissa where we see what she's doing with the money. She's giving it to the church to help them pay for the legal fees. Then we see that Jen, as her friend, she's hanging out with her friend again, and the friend's talking bad about people with powers. It's getting Jennifer excited in a bad way. And so then she goes to the bathroom and she proceeds to start glowing to where she's like completely glowing. And she's got an aura of energy around her, like even this like field, like physical field that we can see. And she's trapped herself in the bathroom and she's in the tub. But Jeff comes in, grabs her, and then sucks up all of her energy in this kind of sad, somber, but also kind of cute moment of father-daughter. Yes. Then we cut to, I think, what is the next day, where Jeff is talking with his friend on the school board, which, by the way, they do reference that his friend, he's known him since the Olympics, confirming that in this universe Black Lightning was in the Olympics, like in the comics, which is nice. But yes, they're talking, and basically they talked earlier, and the guy said that he's trying to save Freeland, not his career. And so Jeff, as like a way to like copy that, after being told that the school board has decided to close the school, Jeff said, "Well, then come back and tell them that if they keep the school open, I'll step down." So Jeff has to give up being a principal, at least for now. And then we end on a fight between the vice principal chick and Tobias while she's trying to get the briefcase. He shoots her with a fucking harpoon gun. Call back to season 1 where he used to do that all the time. Then they have this little fight between the two of them, and I think she grabs the briefcase, I'm not sure. But then she also jumps out of a window, so it's like, is she dead? Did she grab the briefcase? I don't know. But this was an awesome episode coming back. Thank you for watching. Next time you'll see me, I'm going to try to see if I can review the premiere of the new season of Riverdale. But I'm kind of behind on that show, so it might end up being a day late. Sorry. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, and beyond.